Alright, YouTube, hello. So, this is a video update. Pretty much everything that's been going on. I know it's been some time since I made a video, and it feels as if I've been neglecting the itty bitty amount of followers that I do have. So, pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my vision. Um, And one of my most recent videos, I talked about me seeing a new eye doctor, an eye specialist surgeon who deals with the optic nerve. And pretty much she was just saying I do not have optic nerve atrophy and she don't know what the hell I have. So she ordered all these tests. And I had one set of tests um, where they looked at my retina and everything like that, took pictures and stuff like that. The most recent eye visit that I had to do some tests at Children's Hospital, and I want to say it was an EKG. It's something weird, They connect wires to your head, and you have to look at these video, like these monitors, and you pretty much have to do a lot. I was in there for a little over 3 hours, but that was done. I've taken that test before, back in 2015, but with this new eye doctor, she wanted me to pretty much redo everything. I do have a MRI scheduled later on this year, so hopefully I don't want it to come back with anything, but it sucks that I pretty much been told that I was misdiagnosed with having optic nerve atrophy and that they don't know what the hell I have. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. I know in my previous videos I talked about how it took so many years and so many different doctors and so many different tests that I had to take in order for me just to get diagnosed with optic nerve atrophy, just to be told that I don't have it. So it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. But a lot's been going on in my life, and I'm pretty sure a lot has been going on in your life. And I'm open to talk to anyone. It's not just about me, it's about everyone in this world. Well, whoever's watching this video. So, as I've mentioned before, I work in retail, grocery retail. I work at a grocery store, and I worked in the front end for a very long time, for a little over 9 years. And I decided that I needed a change, for a number of reasons, really. A lot of people, they're still trying to figure out exactly why I left the front end because I knew everything. I was so comfortable. I was the go-to guy when it came to anything in the front end. And, change is good. And that's what I try to tell everybody. Change is good. You never know when that time might come in your life to where it's just like, listen, I need to change up some things. And you just do it. I was just excited that my manager allowed me to step down from my position as assistant manager in the front end to become a manager of the cheese department. Totally different, just everything is completely different. And so far, like, I'm loving it. I cannot complain about it. The only challenges that I have is, one, not really having anyone to help me, um, and learning all these different French names, cheese names, and stuff like that. It's interesting, and just learning about cheese, where it comes from, if it came from a damn cow or a goat or a sheep. It's so crazy. A lot of people don't think about that when they think of cheese. Well, a lot of people think that cheese comes from milk from a damn cow, and no, it doesn't. Like, just dealing with specialty cheese is just exciting. But, you know, not only that change, and another thing with that, like I have to, so with me working at the store for so long, like dealing with the customers, the same customers, stuff like that, a lot of people, their customers are shocked that I even like moved departments. And it's so crazy because I had this one customer came to me and he was just like, you can be doing something else. Like, don't accept this low paying job. You need to get out there and do something. And I find it crazy because it's just like, why do you think that I make low wages? Yes, and I think like anybody, except if you're like a CEO or something and you're making like a big amount, you think that, oh, what I do make is not enough. But it's just like, yeah. So I just go along with them, just like, yeah, yeah, you're right. And it's just like when someone thinks that you work in retail, they just assume that you are just getting paid like nothing. Now, I'm not saying that I get paid a ton of money, but the wage is there. Like it's there with my title and my responsibilities for this department. Um, though I think it can be a little bit more, yes, but I also got to look at the benefits that I'm, given, like with comes to healthcare and stuff like that. But dealing with that customer, like he's banned from the store anyways. I don't know why he was having a full-fledged conversation with me. Probably because he didn't want me to say that you're banned from the store. But things happen. Just like I told him, as long as you don't come in here acting crazy, mess with anyone, we're good. We're good to go. If I'm good, you're good. Just because I'm working in a totally different department doesn't mean that I don't have my eye on you. But other than that, I have a high school reunion coming up, and I don't know if I want to go. I don't know. A percentage of the people who I graduate with are dead. Um, and you have some who's in jail, and I don't know. It's just like I'm not as excited about this as everybody else. Like we're all like joined in this group on Facebook for people like to come and stuff like that, and I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like I want to, but I don't. And then my inner self is just like telling me like, listen, if you don't want to go, don't go. And I fully follow my gut with anything. But I'm gonna wait to see. They rented out a, a pool house to go swimming. I don't want to go swimming. So, but I don't know. I don't know. When that time comes, I'm going to see if I'm in for it or not. But other than that, there's just so much been going on. Um, when I decided to switch departments, I had to get training, and my training was at another store, and this store was in a different county, a very upscale, like high end, like rich people county. And the crazy thing is, that day that I woke up, God, and there's gonna be some people who watch this video who don't believe in God, and I'm not trying to make you believe in God or anything like that. It's just something I believe in. Anyways, so God was telling me like, listen, I'm gonna challenge you with something today. I just want to see how you handle it. I didn't know what it was, but I'm just like, even though God, He likes to challenge us with a lot of things. Every day we're being challenged with something. Sometimes we just don't even know it. So I was driving to the store, and I was really making sure that, well, I was on my A game, making sure that I was at the speed limit and everything like that. And I got pulled over. And the crazy thing is, like, when I got off the freeway, turned the corner, driving down the street. I like looked to my right, and there was a cop car. And as I got closer, I'm just like, okay, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and so I'm telling myself, I'm just like, oh, he's about to pull me over. And whoop de doo, he pulls up behind me and pulls me over. And you know, it was crazy. Like I pull over, he gets out, comes to the car, and he was just like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" And I'm just like, "No, like, tell me how fast I was going." Like, I really didn't know what to say because there's so much going on out here in the world. I did not want to say the wrong thing. Like, what if I would have? My whole thing was like, what if I would have said something that would have like pretty much rubbed that cop the wrong way? So he was just like, you were going 75 and 45. And I'm just like, oh, like 75 and a 45. I'm like, wow. I'm just like, I would have felt that, but I'm like, okay. So he was just like, whose car is this? It's my car. You know, he asked for the license, registration, proof of insurance, which I told him that I had to pull up on my phone, like through the app because they let you view your ID card. So he just okay, while you get that, I'm gonna go back to the car and check everything. And I'm just thinking like he gonna go back to this car, come back, and just be like, get out. You have a warrant out for your arrest. All because I'll be thinking that they're gonna get me confused with my father. And I don't want that to happen. I really don't. I really don't. So he comes back, checks the insurance. You're just like, well, I'm going to give you a citation. And just like, okay, thank you. Um, didn't even tell me to slow down. He didn't tell me that he caught my speed on a gun or anything like that. And it was crazy because on the ticket he wrote on my speed at 74, but told me I was going 75. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to court. Like I'm gonna win this. Go to court. Thought I was gonna be late, cause barking at the courthouse, Franklin County courthouse is just crazy. Getting there, really didn't know where to go, but found the place. And the judge was like, I didn't know how this worked. This was my first time going to court for a traffic violation. So I'm trying to get through the door. Like I'm not about to give you guys the whole story, but anyways, I'm trying to open up the door, and the door wasn't opening. But then when I did get it to open, it's the most embarrassing thing ever. When I got the door to open, everybody is staring at me as I walked in. I'm just like, why? Why are you looking at me? I didn't say that, but I'm just thinking in my head. I'm just like, shit, let me go sit down. But I had to stand in this line so I can go check in with I want to say she's the clerk or whatever. So I didn't know how this went. I just thought, like, there was attorneys calling people's names. I'm just like, oh, that's how it's going to be. You just going to sit at the table and just say, like, I'm guilty, not guilty, blase, blase. But no, that wasn't the case at all. The judge was late. My court was at 9 o'clock. The judge didn't come until 9:30. The courtroom was already full, and like she was just having a bad day. She was just like, "If you plead guilty, you're gonna get a charge. If you plead not guilty, you're gonna have a charge." And that right there just went through like just she was just saying crazy stuff. Pretty much, she was just saying crazy things. Pretty much while I was sitting there, everybody who walked up to her, she was loud, yelling, making sure everybody heard heard the business and everything. She was just like, all right, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, you gotta pay this. She didn't say, okay, I'm gonna let your ass go. Nothing. So by the time I go up there, after I talk to the attorneys and stuff like that, by the time I get up there, after she calls my name, she just like, how do you plead? I'm just like, no contest. And she was just like, is there anything that you want to say? And I'm just thinking like, oh, this is my time. I get to get out of this. And I share with with her the story and stuff like that. And I don't know if I went wrong by telling her that God told me that He was going to challenge me today or what. But she said, "Are you able to pay your fine today?" And I'm just like, "What?" It was just it was funny to me. Like I tried to find humor in like everything. It was just funny to me because she was serious. She really wanted to know my story if I had anything to say, but she still wanted to see my reaction when it came to this fine. But and it's crazy because there was like a guy got pulled over. Like she was loud with everybody's business. The guy's ID expired in 2005. 2005, and uh, it's just she like gave him a fine, blase blase. She was just like, I don't ever want to see you in my courtroom again. If I see you in my courtroom again, I'm gonna send you to jail. And then people was talking. She kept on telling them to shut up. Like it was just crazy. But anyways, I sat in there for 2.5 hours. So never again. If I don't take it to trial, I'm just gonna have to pay the shit and just go. Anyways, that was something that I had to deal with. Then also I had to deal with, just being overdrafted in the bank account because I wanted to make stupid decisions. So I would increase the amount of money that I paid to my card now, and I was doing auto pay, but I forgot to change the damn date. So my car payment had already just came out a day before, and I'm just like, everything is looking good for next month. Like after I get an X amount of paychecks and stuff like that, I'm just like, let me just go ahead and increase this payment amount. I forgot to change the date, and it pretty much cleared out my bank account. But everything happens for a reason. When you surround yourself around good, holy people, somebody helped me. My baby mother, she ended up helping me. I ended up sending her a text message, um, explaining to her about what happened. She ended up helping me, and that was great. It sucks because my lady female friend, who I'm talking to, and we're on. It's kind of hard to figure out exactly what we are. Like, I think we want more than to just be calling each other friends, but we're just want to call each other friends. Anyways, we share certain things with each other, and I shared that with her, and I was just like, yeah, we get minus in the bank. I asked my baby mom for some money, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she got upset, but we're past that. It's just crazy just thinking about it. But yeah, that's it. So much since my last video, like so much has been going on with me. Eye visits, changing apartments, getting pulled over, not knowing how the hell that was gonna go because I've seen too many videos of people like getting shot by police. I'm just like, shit, this is about to be my time to go. Speaking of that, your time to go. You never know. You never know. And there's a lot of people who are killing themselves out here. And I don't want to sound like mean or negative, but when we say it's our time to go, that doesn't mean that we take it upon ourselves to kill ourselves. Like when your time comes, and I don't think it comes by you killing yourself. It's crazy how the world, like, there's so much going on in the world, and so many people are just like killing themselves. Celebrities are just killing themselves, and the one sucky thing about that I don't like is that the media puts it out there, just like, oh, such so and so committed suicide today. They didn't leave a note. And okay, the first time, okay, I get it. But it's like more and more, it just kept coming out. This person committed suicide. This person committed suicide. And it's just like maybe you guys need to stop because when you broadcast that, when you air that out, it just seems like people are just saying like, "Oh, well, let me kill myself." And I really don't think that's the way to go. I know people are dealing with things. I do, and I just hope that they can take the time to talk to someone about it. Rather it's themselves. For the longest, I used to talk to myself in the mirror. Like when I can just talk to myself, it helped me through a lot of things. But it's also good to talk to other people. Like don't be afraid. Talk to your parents. Just like listen, I'm going through something. I'm depressed. This is the reason why I'm depressed. And stuff like that. Like wanting to take your own life. I think there's other ways, other routes that you can take. I don't think you have to, you know, take that route. And like a lot of another thing, people won't agree with me when it comes to this. Like, yes, we sin, we all sin, and you know, we ask God for forgiveness, so on and so on. I do think that when a person kills themselves, I really do think that they are like stuck. I'm not saying that they go straight to hell. They're just stuck at the gates of heaven, and they're in line with all these people who killed themselves, and they're having that one-on-one talk with God about the decision that they made. I think God challenges us for a reason. He does. We cannot question him. We just have to look at it as if, okay, I'm being challenged today. I need to find a way, to cross over this threshold. I need to figure out a way to overcome this. Like, I think when we take our own lives, that's just it's the easy way out. And but I don't think it seems like it's the easy way out, really. But I don't think we're actually like gone. Some people believe in a second life. Like I believe in a second life, but I don't think that your life starts all over. I think that life for you continues on. It just doesn't continue on this earth. So you're gonna have the same challenges that you dealt and faced on this planet in this life. And as you move on, you're just gonna have the same challenges. I really think that when you do certain things, you're gonna keep coming back to this. You're gonna keep coming back. A lot of people won't agree with me. They think that I'm just saying stuff, but I really do. And I don't know if I'm telling myself this so that I won't do certain things, you know. But it's like I kill myself. I wake up. I'm in the same exact body, same. Even though this life right here, where I'm at now, is done. Whether I died or I killed myself, it's just like it just keeps repeating itself, keeps replaying until you do it, until you get it right, pretty much. Until you get it right, you would just be somewhere else, really. It's just thinking about. I don't think that when you're gone, you're gone, and when you know, turn your keys in and you just end your life by doing self harm, I just think that you're not going anywhere, really. You're leaving that place. You're going to another place, but you're being faced with the same thing. I really do. I mean, but I pray for everyone. I hope everyone the best. I hope that the weak becomes strong. That way they can like overcome certain things like this, like mental illness and stuff like that. That's serious. It's nothing. It's nothing to play with. It's the scariest thing ever. It really is. There's just so much going on in the world today, and it's just like, when does it stop? When does it end? Is this the new beginning of a new world? You know, is God going to come down and like shake some things up? Is the Avatar going to come after they establish and get all these elements, iron, fire, and earth, and stuff like that? But no, on a serious note, it's just there's so much going on. Donald Trump, mm, I can't. I can't with Donald Trump. They had him on Instagram. I wish I was skilled to where I can just show you guys the videos, because Donald Trump, he makes me like, he makes my body weak. He just, I be shaking. I can't move because it's just like, what? Stop. He just Donald Trump is just too funny to me. He just, the things that he say. He kept cutting this man off like, listen, listen, it's the Democrats. Listen, listen, and I'm just like, stop. There he is. But that's enough for me. Um, so, I mean, if you guys have any questions, by all means, let me know. I know I also did some videos about Dr. Sabi, and I don't use many of his products now. It's just the tooth powder and the eye wash. I still use the eye wash, but that's not going to change. Probably, when I come across a couple more dollars, I might decide to throw that into some more Dr. Sebi products. I'm still a vegetarian. That's not much of a challenge. It's just, I'm a vegetarian now. It's just nothing in my head makes me want to go back to eat meat or anything like that. And it's crazy because with me working in a cheese shop, I have to sample things, and I have to like find pairings when it comes to certain cheeses. And since I don't eat meat, I have to get someone else. Like, I taste the cheese, or I taste like, rather I do honey or caramel or fig spread, or fruit or something like that. I can try all that, but when it comes to the meat, it's just like, oh, I think this might be good with some salami or something like that. When it comes to that, I have to get other people to try it. Like, for the past few weeks, because they've been wanting us to really push Mike's Hot Honey. It's really good. You can pretty much use it with anything. It's crazy. Like, just adding it to just anything. And it has that, and then it goes away, like, you know, flavor. So I have paired it with some maple leaf, pepper jack flavored cheddar cheese, with a spicy pickle. Some of them had spicy pickle. Some of them had buttery pickle. A piece of chicken and some Mike's Hot Honey. Customers loved it. They loved it. Like, it's just, every time I do my samples, customers, they love it now. Yes, they love the free stuff, but hey, some of them really be loving it. And I tell them, I'm just like, listen, you got to pick up all this stuff. That way, when you have a little party, a little get together, you just say, you prepare all this for your people, and they be like, "Oh, this is good. You thought of this, That's your clout or whatever." But and then you got some customers, like today, a customer, he just kept coming back for samples, and I'm like, "Sir, you gotta stop." He kept saying, I'm just hungry. Can I get one for my wife?" First time I let him. The second time it was for his friend. I'm just like, listen, like, there's so many customers coming in. It's just not fair at all. But I don't know his situation. He probably was hungry. And let me give you a sample, because maybe you won't like try to steal anything or you won't go out and rob somebody. But that's my life. So that's pretty much it, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful year. The shit is almost over. It's going to be 2019 before we know it. And 2019 is a year for me because 2019 I will be wrapping up my test and everything like that. 2019, you never know what you're gonna wake up to. All right, you guys. I wish you happiness, wealth, and everything else. Take care.